Good evening and welcome to North Yorkshire. Well, sort of North Yorkshire, more just Yorkshire. I'm in a place where I filmed my very first vlog for this channel back in, I think it must have been February probably. So I'm just above the village of Bishop Wilton, which is down behind me there, so I thought it'd be a good time to come up, explore some of the autumn colour. As you can see behind me, it's a good chance of a very nice sunset. Hopefully some nice light on some of the trees we've got down here in lovely shades of sort of copper, yellow, orange. So, but the drawback to this location is you have to climb up a really steep hill to get up there, but yeah, it'll be worth it, I'm sure. Sorry, I had to stop filming there because there were some people coming. Instantly puts terror into my soul, so I must stop. But yes, as I was saying, the negative, catch my breath, is that you have to climb up quite a steep hill at the back of the village, but some nice open space is why I've chosen it. I've been in a couple of woodland shoots now that I've done with the autumn colours that are looking nice, but I'd like to try and get something a bit more out in the open. So you can see this tree behind me here, where is it? It's in beautiful shades of orange. So it's just looking for compositions. I don't just want to take a straight picture of a tree. I also want to wait for the light to come back. So yes, onwards, let's see what we can find. Okay, so I've got my first composition and I'm just waiting for the light now. You can see on the opposite hillside behind me there, it's just starting to make its way across. So I have got the tree that I was just looking at, and as I've come over the ridge, there's quite a nice bit of interest in the bottom of it, and there's a cow sort of lying down on the floor there, which is, I mean, I suppose ideally, would I not want him or her in there? Maybe, but I'm obviously not going to disturb them. It's their home and I'm visiting it. So yeah, I'm going to zoom in slightly. So the composition I've got, I'll show you in the camera. Okay, so you can see why I've chosen this tree, because it's absolutely exploded into these orange, beautiful sort of burnt orange colours, which looks fantastic. And then we've got the cow. I don't know if it's a cow or a bull. It's lying down, so I can't really tell. And what I also like is these two trunks, that there's a nice bit of spacing between them. There's a little bit of grass in the foreground that's getting in the way of the cow. That's slightly annoying, but I might be able to clone that out in Photoshop, to be fair. But yeah, so what have we got our settings at now? Get my settings back to where they should be. So I haven't used this camera for since yesterday. It's at let's go up to F11. No, actually, no, let's not. Let's go to about F6. Oh, not happy that I'm there, are you? I don't want to get the movement. I want to get the movement in the... I want to freeze the movement in the branches, so it's a bit of light on the tree now, so I'm just going to take that. Okay, so moved away from that tree because that bull, it's a young bull, stood up and didn't look too happy with me, so I'm getting that out of the way. And it's because I'm talking as well, I don't know, but yeah, I'm fine with cows and stuff normally, but he doesn't look happy, so I'm getting out of the way. Let's see what else we can find. Okay, so first proper shot lined up here. The evening light is just exploding. Just getting this beautiful light on the tree. So I'm focused on these two trees in the distance. What I love is the difference in colour. We've got sort of limey yellowy kind of coloured leaves going into deeper orange leaves on the tree behind it, and the light's now catching it. It just looks absolutely beautiful. So I've got it in a portrait vertical composition. And I'll just, this phone doesn't focus. F11. Everything nice and sharp. And that just looks absolutely lovely. So really nice warm image to start the evening off. So I'll put that one up now for you to enjoy. Right, so just wandered around the corner, and I cannot explain how beautiful the colours of this tree are. I don't know if they'll come out on the video. It is just absolutely illuminated, and it's just gorgeous orange. So really simple composition. I've framed it up vertically. I've just got the two trees together, but the tree on the left is really catching all of the light coming in from the side, and then the leaves just look like they're on fire. It's absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. That cow is still going for it. Bull. I think it was me that annoyed it, to be fair, if it's still annoying. So yeah, nothing else to say on that one. The only thing that I'm slightly unhappy about is in the foreground, because it's on a slant, there's quite a lot of darker sort of grass that's not got the light on it, but I think I'll probably go for a square crop, so I'll get rid of a lot of that, and I'll darken it in Lightroom anyway. But I really don't think anybody in this photo is going to be looking at anything apart from the spectacular gold colours. Again, just look at it. Absolutely autumn at its best. So well worth the trip up the hill, thank goodness. So I'm going to move around. It's also a nightmare path to walk on. It's incredibly muddy and slippery and irritating. So I was irritable when I got up here, but that has completely diffused my irritation, so I'm feeling good. So I'm going to move around. I really want to get a nice sort of vista picture of the valley with everything in. The sun's just going down or lower in the sky now, so that could look really nice. I'm going to keep moving around and see what else I can find. But yeah, really exciting. So I'm really not having to move very far to find scenes that I want to shoot. That bull is really not happy. He's still screaming away, mooing away there. So what I've actually framed up here, I'll just show you, is I've got a bit of the tree that I just photographed on the left, and then I've got this tree catching some light with a nice path going towards it, and then in the middle, again, there's another tree that I think is the one that I'd seen before with the sort of limey coloured leaves that's catching the light. So it might be nice to try and capture the whole scene, but I think it would probably be too much. But you can see the sun just behind that the tree there. It's absolutely beautiful. What I need to be careful of, and you can actually see this on the camera now, is lens flare. So if you can see on my lens here, there's just a little bit there. So what I'm doing when I'm taking the picture is just shielding the side of the lens like that, and then that stops that lens flare coming onto it. So yeah, another beautiful one. But yeah, as you can see, the light is just absolutely spectacular. So beautiful place to be tonight, and lots of time till the sun goes down, so hopefully many more compositions to find. I still haven't quite got the picture, I don't think yet, but it's here somewhere. Okay, so I think my favourite shot so far should be, hopefully if it comes out, is these two enormous trees. I'm going to go out on a limb and say they're oak trees because they're massive. I don't know, they might be huge beech trees. I don't know, but they're beautiful. One, I think they're the two that I shot from the other side, but one is in limey green leaves again, one in quite a deep orange. The sun's just going down, as you can see behind me. It's dipped behind a bit of cloud. There might be a little bit of light before the sun sets, but down in the village, you can see quite a lot of smoke, I think, from chimneys that sort of hanging over the village and coming out. So that looks quite atmospheric. So I might go around, get the zoom lens and try and get some good shots of the village. There might be some more light in a minute, but if not, I've got some nice shots there, some great colour. That's what we're all about at this time of year. So yeah, it's so lovely doing this as well, because you just think, you feel like it's all just for you, because there's nobody else up here. this amazing light show, this beautiful surroundings. It's just all for you. It's awesome. I think also, if you can see that, I think there's going to be some colour. So we might get quite a nice sunset over the village. So I think I'm going to need to move further along so there's no trees in front of it, and see if we can focus on that for the last shot tonight. And the sun is just catching those clouds in the distance there. It looks absolutely beautiful. So yeah, great. About this place, both times I've come up here, there's just been an absolutely beautiful sunset, as you can see there. Lovely sky. For me, that's not a picture I would take. The village is really dark and I just don't think it would look particularly good. I'll see what happens when the sun goes down, if there's any more atmosphere down there. But the picture I have just taken, that I've framed up, I can show you and bring you over to the camera. I've framed up these 3 trees. I'm going to keep taking this actually because the light's changing now and it still looks beautifully soft light. So the 3 trees, I'm bracketing it because what you won't be able to see, if I just see when it's taken all 3 shots, it will take 1 2 stops under and 1 2 stops over. Hang on. So if I show you, that's the one that's under, so you can see the detail in the clouds, and that's really what I want to get. If I show you it, the camera, the phone, sorry, will pick it up much better because of the sunlight over here. It's just catching the clouds beautifully above the trees. So I'm just going to keep taking those. So by bracketing it, it means you take 3 pictures. One that's exposed correctly, one that's a little bit brighter, 2 stops over, and 2 stops darker, which means you can then blend those together and get all of the detail in the highlights and in the shadows, so to create a nice balanced image. The one annoying thing is these wires coming down, but I will either crop it in so that they're not in it, or I'll just use Photoshop to clone them out. But there's some beautiful light happening on the horizon now. I still don't think, I think my issue is it's too far away from the village. The village is here and the light's there. I might take it just to see what it looks like, but I don't think it's going to be a good shot. I might try that one while I'm here. Well, thank you once again for tuning into another vlog. Hope you enjoyed that. It's certainly some of the best autumn colour that I've seen with the light as well. And now an absolutely beautiful sunset to finish off. So I'm going to come back the way that I came, hopefully avoid that bull. It won't accost me in the darkness. And head back to enjoy a nice Saturday evening with my dad. Keep tuning in, more autumn colour to come, I'm sure. We've got a few weeks left, I think, still with some of the trees not even turning yet, like I said in the last video on the westward. So still a lot more autumn fun to be had. So yeah, take care and I'll see you soon.